Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here. Welcome to Palette Promenade. Today, y'all, I want to go into this palette from Nomad. I've had it for a few weeks. I just want to come into it because we're starting into the peak of the fall season. And this is called the Witch City Salem palette. But I love this fall scene right here. It's really pretty. And I want to capitalize on these greens today. But I want to make it kind of like a peach and green grunge look if I can. So anyway, combination of colors today, and so let's get started. I want to use this Lorella brush right here. It's just a really lightweight fluffy brush, and I want to go into this really pretty gray here. It's called Spirits and Spells right there, and use that as a transition color, and just lightly just get a little wash of color down. And as you can see, I've already done all of my base makeup, including my brows and bronzer and blush. I've got all that taken care of and out of the way. I know that Nomad has such good formulas. I'm not really afraid of any fallout today. And this will enable me to continue with the look without taking too many breaks. Okay, so just a little wash of color. That's really all I wanted to do. I think this color right here would be a good transition color for the purples if you were going to do a monochromatic look. But I'm more interested in these greens today, to be honest with you. Okay, so let me switch brushes. And I'm going to go into this shade here called Haunted Happenings. And this will help me create some grunge here. You mix warms and cools together. So I'm going to just take this deeper in the crease. And let that first shade just kind of peek out from underneath it. And some of this is going to go actually, it's going to touch the lid probably as I open my eyes. But anyway, and again, just a light wash of color. I'm not really looking for anything stark here on this pretty little orange. It almost looks like a traditional transition color. A warm, like a camel kind of a tan color when you look at it in the camera. But there's definitely that element of peach in it. So that, you know, it'll give some place for the greens to go. Okay, we're switching brushes once again, and I'm going to go into this Lorella brush here. It's like a flat fan brush, and I want to use this shade here called Seven Gables. It's like an olive toned green, gorgeous color, and this is really going to bring in the grunge. So just out here in this outer V, we're just going to deepen things up. And I'm just using my camera today. That's kind of pretty. I like an olive green because it's got the, you know, brown in it. And if a palette doesn't have a traditional brown, but it has an olive green, I'm good. Because olive has quite a bit of brown in it. Okay. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to set this brush back, and I may come back to this color here in a little bit. But for right now, I want to go into this green here called Dark Demons. The names of this palette is kind of freaky. Anyway, that's chartreuse green. And I'm using a pretty dense brush from Mayonge. And I'm going to pop this on the lid. And then I'll probably put a shimmer over this. just to give us that sparkle that we like. It's really hard to do a look without some kind of sparkle in it, right? I mean, so there's the grunge right there. When this mixes in with the other colors, you get that, you know, that element of grunge. I like grunge looks. I just think they're really pretty. Okay, now let me go back into that olive and just work on this just a little bit more. And blend that together with that green. And I got a hot spot here. Let me work on it. You guys ever get a hot spot? It's a place, you know, where the eyeshadow really doesn't want to stick for some reason. Maybe because your eyelid is oily, or maybe it's because, you know, you have hooded eyes and it's just like an overlap on the skin. Okay, so this brings a little drama to the look. Okay, now for the shimmer. There's two shimmers in here. One of them is called Salem Hollows, which is like a chartreuse shimmer. And then the other one is called Witch Hunt, and it's more of a traditional green. So, I don't know. Let's see. Let's try the darker one first and see what happens. I'll put that right here in the center. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I really like this. And I'm carrying it above the fold of the skin to blend in with the other shadows. And then with that light colored one, I just want to like just highlight right there. Just tap, tap, tap. And just kind of brighten that up just a tad. All right, now the other eye. We've got a relaxing afternoon planned here at our house. We're fixing a chicken stir fry, and you know, with cabbage and carrots and rice, white rice, and we make it from scratch. And anyway, I like to use pork tenderloin for that meal as well. And actually, that's my favorite, but we're doing chicken today. Okay. All right, so there's that. Okay, what I need to do now is go put on mascara and lashes. And then when I come back, we're going to work underneath the lash line a little bit today. And then, of course, do highlighter and lips. Be back soon. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This is the finished eye look. I put on a couple coats of mascara and just a little, what do you call it, a lash piece, whatever. This came from Lorella. I've got this little kit here, different sizes to choose from, and I just chose like the shorter ones, and I just put like one on each end of my eye just to keep things kind of simple, but to amp up the volume just a little bit. So now with that done, I'm going to use this flat brush and I'm going to work underneath the eyes a little bit. I've got an eyeliner that I want to use in the waterline, but I'm also going to use this olive color called Seven Gables, and I want to pop that underneath the lash line just to make the eyes look bigger. love doing this. This is one of my favorite techniques to make my hooded eyes look bigger. See, it's such a huge difference. And I never used to do this when I first started doing my makeup because, you know, the emphasis was always on the lid. And but when I learned how to do this, it was a game changer. And I've stuck with it ever since. Hardly ever will you see me do my makeup without rimming the bottom lash line. Okay, so we'll do that liner in just a minute. But anyway, I wanted to emphasize the colors that I used today were this gray one here, this peach one here. I used all 4 of those greens. So that's 6 colors out of the palette. And that's where I'm going to stop today on that. And so let me use that liner that I was telling you about. It's a multi-chrome, and I want to try it in the inner part of the waterline. It's from Illuminati, and it does have a smudger brush, and there's also a sharpener. You have to like pop it open to get to the sharpener. But anyway, that sharpener and this little smudger are on the same end. So it's really kind of cool how this thing works. But anyway, this is retractable, and it's got like brown and purple and gold and green, and I just broke it. It's soft. So anyway, let me throw that little, well, now it's in the floor. So anyway, I was going to show you the color. There it is right there. It looks purple on camera, but there's green in it. And, you know, it just depends on how the light hits. So it's kind of fun, you know, to do these kind of liners, I think. So let's see what happens here. And this is going to add some grunge to the look too, I think. This is a good liner to use with this palette because it's got, you know, the colors that you would lean towards, either a purple look or a green look, or, you know, the brown. There's brown in this liner as well. Anyway, the purple is what's showing up on camera the most. I hate it that I broke it, but anyway, it is very creamy and very soft and easy to use. It's not going to, you know, rub your eye or create any kind of, you know, it's not abrasive at all. So anyway, I swatched it 2 or 3 times. Maybe you can see the brown right there. I don't know. Okay, now let's use a highlighter. And I'm going to go back into this one from Wet n Wild. It was a limited edition called Midnight Moon in the shape of a fish. It was really kind of cute the way they packaged it. And it's kind of a, it's gold, but it's kind of a grungy gold, if you can call it that. Anyway, let me use this highlighter brush here that I've been using from Lorella. It's kind of a dense, kind of a stippling brush. And let's just see what happens here. There's a, I don't know how to explain it. This gold has like some gray or silver in it or something. Anyway, it's really pretty highlighter. Different from any of the others that I own. And I thought it would be really pretty with this look. And the shine from Wet n Wild Highlighters is amazing. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, let's use a complex culture brush and let's use the same highlighter and put a little bit right here underneath the brow, just to kind of give that a little lift. And now this eye. And then I want to go into the inner corner as well. Just for a little pop. Oh, I forgot the nose. Let me come back. Let's come back. Come back. Remember the Titanic? Come back. All right. And the Cupid's bow. That is a pretty highlighter. Oh my gosh. I need to use that some more and some more. Okay, now for today's lip look, I've got this lippy here from Lorella. It's a really pretty peach, and I want to use it. So let me find a lip liner to go with it. That's kind of like a brown color. Let's see. Here's one from B. Bella. It's like a peachy brown. Here's the color on the end of it. All right, let me set this cap down. And let's see what kind of lip look we can create here to go with this. There's some lipsticks that came with this palette as a part of the collection. And I've used a couple of them so far. But for today, I really wanted to, you know, match the blush and that peach colored eyeshadow, which doesn't really show up a whole lot. It just kind of warmed up things a little bit. That way I've got grunge, but it's not a real dark, gloomy kind of grunge. It's like a pretty fall grunge. Okay. So I think I'm just overdrawing that bottom line lip line just a little bit more. Okay, and now for this lipstick. And it's in the shade called Hustle. And it may just be a lip gloss. Let's see. I think it is just a lip gloss. Oh, but oh, so pretty. Lorella makes good stuff, y'all. I like their products. Okay, so a peach look there. All right, now all that's left to do is spray it down. And I'm still trying to use up this one from Emma Hardy. It's called the Plump and Glow Hydrating Facial Relief. And it smells so good. There we go. My cute little lashes. Can y'all see them? Anyway, just a little something something there on the lash line. All right. Just fan this dry really quick. I hope you all are having an amazing day and have a great weekend. It's fun to create, and I just love a good green look, you know, and even though this isn't really a stark green, you can definitely tell it's a green look, so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the palette too. Okay, y'all, give me a thumbs up on the video, please, and let me know down in the comments what you think. Is there a color that just really stood out to you today? And did you like the way that I presented the video today with the base done first? Or do you prefer it better when I do the eyes first? Let me know, because I'm curious. All right, thank you very much for all that YouTube love, y'all. I'll be chatting back with you down in the comments. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.